It's Masterpiece of the Week.
She said, list this.
What's happening, fellas?
Hey, Reggie.
Hi.
What is that song from? Did you just make that up?
I think it's Aaron Tippin has a song called "Kiss This," and he's like the girl that he was dating or whatever. She was mad about something, and she told him, "Kiss this." And so I just sang that one night. This song, I have no clue where this is from.
Me neither.
Reggie, it's time to make fun of Kevin, right?
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Take him down.
That's not historically how this segment has gone. The segment is Masterpiece of the Week. However, we revisit some of the funny, stupid, or odd things that we've said on the last couple of weeks of the program. And I would love to make fun of Kevin, but I just don't want to do more of that because we know who makes fun of people, and that's Kevin making fun of Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I know. F me. Guess what? I screwed up again, Kevin. Point it out to the whole world, why don't you? How do you deal with this guy, Cory? Is this
Mike,
why you're at home?
Mike, I think you're perfect, buddy.
27 plus 3 is
The way you
30.
are.
I accidentally said 31. Now the whole world knows that I think 27 plus 3 is 31. I'm a moron.
Glad you married a doctor.
They dug deep on
Doctors
you.
don't know math.
What?
Don't they
Is
know
that
how?
something you want to state? Like, is that your final answer?
They have to know how many CCs to get stat of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, sure.
I'll tell you this though. I do want to tell you this.
Doctors know science.
I have 3 buddies that I'm very close with. After the show, we talk a lot. Every single one of them loved that moment in our show. They were like, "That was hilarious." I had to stop down and like pull over, and they thought that was a really hilarious moment. They were like, "Is he really get mad at Kevin about stuff like that?" And I was like, "Yeah, he sure does."
That's going to be tough to beat.
All right, well, this is going to be a long one, but enjoy, and I'm not marking that. I don't care what you say. Enjoy
Me too.
this.
You should.
Enjoy this. I'm just going to let it play in full.
Would you do that for Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, if that's all. I think I would. I have a lot of
If
belief.
that's all it took is what he was about to say.
How much other things do
That's
we
a
have
thing.
to do? We're giving up 2 more first-round picks. I'm like, listen, I'm putting a body part on the line, a private part on the line for this. I have to also give 2 first-round picks and this, and I have no clue what the Boston Celtics are going to do with my
All right.
thing.
All right, look.
But
What difference does that make?
Well,
what difference? No.
supposedly they
What
want it.
difference does it make what they're going to do with your testicle
we
once
need
you've traded it
We
away?
need Mike Bassick's private part to make this trade. Well, that means they want it for something.
And I just want to reiterate what I just heard you say is if that's all it took, but if it also takes 2 first-round picks, too far. In this scenario,
yeah, at this
it
point,
is
why
the-
do I have to give that if we're giving 2 first-round picks?
Okay.
I valid. Man, that was a glorious moment.
There were so many things that I could have clipped out of that. I was like, I just got to play the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
I
Mike,
would still give, especially after watching us play Orlando and crap Oklahoma City. I don't know if I'd give both of them, though.
yeah,
What happens when I don't know the science of when you lose both of them. I feel like you need one of them.
I don't think the T Center is going to be happy about that.
No.
Yeah.
Cowboy Camp on the Twitch chat says they would give up a testicle for the Cowboy Super Bowl victory.
I think a lot of us would.
Go ahead and text into the TrekRec.com hotline.
I'm more
or
of a
text
fan. I'm
line.
just giving it up for a player. I don't even know if it's going to lead to success. We might be Boston Celtics 2.0.
But you get to watch Jaylen Brown play with Luka, and that's something that's exciting to me. The other part, though, is you can go back and listen. Mike's like, I don't even know what they're going to do with it afterwards. Does
That was
it
one of the
matter?
things, correct.
Does that matter to you what they do with it once you've traded it and gotten Jaylen Brown at that point? Are you like, if they were like, you know what, we're putting it in a glass case and it'll be at the
I don't mind
arena?
that. I would just be interested if
Okay.
they were like, well, and we also need a private part from Mike Bassick to finish this off.
and you would say, why?
Yeah, and I'd be like, well, I'm willing. It's the right player. Like, if it's Marcus Smart, I'm probably like, oh, he's a good player, but I'm not willing to do it for Marcus Smart.
But Jaylen Brown, that's the
Jaylen
one.
Brown, I am.
All right, let's get more into the KNC Mike's
Reggie, I don't know. I didn't ask you.
What?
Would you be willing
Absolutely not.
to give up
Don't even
Mike
ask
Bassick to give up
Mike
Bassick?
Bassick's?
Yeah.
Nah,
for,
I'm
for
actually
that player.
I'm actually Mike Bassick's friend on this show.
Okay.
Some of y'all, sometimes I don't believe y'all.
Okay.
Anyways, I guess I'm not Mike's friend because I'm just playing all the things that he said that we can make fun of, like this.
Just like
Tell him,
Sean
Mike.
Sharif blew me off this morning.
You have anything to say for yourself?
What did I want to talk to him about?
Did you
don't know.
call him or text him?
Why do people not like when people call? It's a real conversation. People
Also, yeah,
love texting way more than talking. Talking, we can get in a lot more in a shorter amount of time, I believe.
Sure, I'm absolutely about that. Sometimes, there's a point where I have too much to say and I don't want to text it all out.
I get that. My thing is, it's loud at my house, and so talking on the phone usually becomes I have to go hide somewhere to talk. Like I'm in my bedroom right now doing the show, and it was loud just a minute ago because somebody's screaming about something. And I just feel like I can get it quickly, and I don't like the awkwardness of ending a conversation. Like I'm always like, all right, so is there more to talk about? Do I ask? Is that rude? So I'm just more of a that's my bad though. Sorry,
You know what?
I never answer my.
You know what a great conversation ender is? I'm gonna let you go.
All right, you know what?
Use that one. That was a solid one.
I'll check you later.
And also know that when I say I'm gonna let you go, you now know what I'm saying. Mike said this.
It's an amazing experience. I did it a couple weeks ago. It was awesome.
How'd it go?
Great. It was. I went to the Diamond Doctor and watched them on
Diamond
the
Factory.
cutting wheel and take a diamond, just this stone. It just looks like this stone that's just like, who would want this? And then they turn it into something amazing in your face.
All guests on the KNC Masterpiece today, by the way, have been on the Diamond Factory Dallas hotline.
Talk to 'em.
So, yeah, want to
Let
let
these
you
people know
what they're doing out there.
And just to make this more fair and so that I'm not piling on Mike, Cory said this.
I would be fascinated to know what the decibel levels were for Sunday night's game against Buffalo. Like,
Yeah.
what was
Oh, my
what was that
Lord.
one specifically? Whenever the final climax happened, that's a word that's used for multiple things, and I think people that's what it was. And you're trying to make it sound naughty when that was ultimately
Why do you say that?
the pinnacle of that game.
I could be making fun of the fact that you use the word final and climax as if those aren't synonymous.
It was the same thing.
Kind of.
Where was the denouement, though? You know what that means, Mike?
The Dana White, the guy who runs MMA, UFC.
No, it's the unraveling. All right, time to vote, Reggie, or is there? another one?
Let's go ahead and vote.
Mike.
Well, it's one of the first two. There was my testicle, and then what was the other one?
When you said "F me."
Oh, yeah, where you
Kevin
said you
was
were a
making
moron.
fun
Oh,
of me.
yeah, you know what? Screw Kevin for always pointing out when we don't do math perfect.
I know. F me. Guess what? I screwed up again, Kevin. Point it out to the whole world, why don't you? How do you deal with this guy, Cory? Is this
Mike,
why you're at home?
Mike, I think you're perfect, buddy.
27 plus 3 is
The way you
30.
are.
I accidentally said 31. Now the whole world knows that I think 27 plus 3 is 31. I'm a moron.
Glad you married a doctor.
Did you really think that it was 31, or did you just
No,
miscalculate?
I messed up. I was thinking about the football game and the final score, and I thought it was 31, and they kicked the field goal at 27. Then my brain goes, wait a second, there's no way a field goal is 4 points, so they can't get to 31, so they had to get to 30, or the score was 28 to something, which means they got to 31 that way. But Kevin pointed it out, and I thought it would be just funny to point out how he always corrects us if we do anything mathematically wrong.
That's why I don't even try. I just throw out the weirdest number, and it's he'll figure it out.
Next week, let's get under his skin. He's at the doctor's office. He's not listening to us. Let's try to point out everything he does wrong, but let's every once in a while him not say something wrong. So if he says the Bengals, we say the Bengals, and he's like, "That's what I said." Say, "No, you said the Browns."
Oh, you're
and
talking-
just like to keep
This sounds
make
fun.
him
Wow.
think that he's saying wrong things all the time, and say, aren't you talking the Rangers? Why did you say the Astros? And then it's like, did I say the Astros? And just he's gonna go crazy next week if we just keep making him. And then we'll say, no, they won by 6. Why did you say 16? And he's like, I said 6. Or we'll say, no, 16. And then it'll just drive him insane the whole week.
Mike wants to gaslight Kevin.
I have worked with Kevin for a long time, and I know how he answers stuff like that. He'll be like, no, you're wrong. I'm right. That's how he's going to go about it. So it's going to take a team
But
effort,
listen,
Mike.
our
It's gonna take a
audience is
team
listening
effort.
right now. Tuolos, he doesn't get on the Twitch much,
But he's a fan.
He's on the what is the fan text called now?
the
Truckwreck.com.
truckwreck.com.
Yeah, truckwreck.com fan text. you guys help us out. You're listening right now. Say, no, you did say Browns instead of Bengals, or you did say 49ers instead of Rams. Like, let's all join together, Tolos, to really screw over Kevin's brain this upcoming Super Bowl week.
This is terrible.
But you want in though, right?
Kind of. I'm not a good person, I don't think.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. This is what next week, all the Tolos that are listening right now, y'all are in on the bit. So y'all got to help us out with this one. I'm going to vote for Mike's testicle. That bit there was hilarious to me, and it all started because I in the email I sent over to Kevin and said I would give Mike's body part for this player, and then we brought it to the show.
I would also vote for that.
And I have no clue what the Boston Celtics are going to do with my
All right.
thing.
And that's how we do Masterpiece of the Week.